and we're looking to show that 6 or more patients have an objective response rate where we see a reduction in their tumor size of 30% or more. That's a very standard measure of activity.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Chris Burns. He is the CEO of Amplia Therapeutics. And Chris, it's great to see you. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Thank you for speaking with me today.
Yeah, excited to have you on the show. I know we've had some news out recently, and we'll talk about that in just a second and the clinical trial you're doing. But first, maybe just give me a bit of background on the company.
Sure. Amplia Therapeutics is an ASX-listed drug development company. We are developing a small molecule inhibitor, which is a fancy way of saying a drug that can be taken as a tablet, or in our case, as a capsule, by patients. And that drug is being developed to enhance the effect of existing chemotherapies. And our main trial at the moment is in the treatment of pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, we all know the seriousness of pancreatic cancer and just the survival rates are quite poor, in fact. Tell me a bit about this trial and what it's designed to do.
So what we're looking at is that we're adding our drug, namafotinib, on top of existing chemotherapy. So the standard of care chemotherapy for pancreatic cancer in Australia is two drugs called gemcitabine and Abraxane. These are given intravenously, days 1, day 8, day 15 of a 28-day cycle. And what we do with our trial is we actually have patients take our drug as a capsule in the days leading up to their weekly infusions of gemcitabine and Abraxane. And what we're hoping and what we expect to see is that by taking namafotinib, we will enhance the efficacy, enhance the activity of these standard of care chemotherapies. So our trial is what we call an open label trial, in the sense that we don't have an internal control arm. We're currently using historical data to compare the activity of our combination as opposed to gemcitabine and Abraxane alone. I should just say that the drug is being developed, as I said, for pancreatic cancer, but particularly advanced pancreatic cancer. So this is the disease, unfortunately, that many people turn up to a medic, a doctor, and find out that they've already got advanced disease, by which we mean that the pancreatic cancer is spread from the pancreas to other parts of the body, so it's metastatic. Sadly, this disease is really very, very aggressive. It will generally have there's a 5-year survival in all of pancreatic cancer of 13%. In other words, a 13% chance that you'll be alive after 5 years. With advanced pancreatic cancer, it's a 3% chance that you'll be alive after 5 years. So it's a really aggressive disease. With our current standard of care in Australia, gemcitabine and Abraxane, the median overall survival from diagnosis is sadly only 8 months. So we believe that our drug, based on all the preclinical data we have, including data in animal models of pancreatic cancer, will add to the efficacy of these standard of care therapies and improve survival rates, we believe, by a significant amount of time.
So, Chris, tell me a little bit about the study itself. I know you've had news about a 5th patient and what you're seeing from them, but how many are enrolled altogether?
Yeah, thank you. So at the moment, we've enrolled 26 patients of a 50-patient trial. The goal will be that at the end of 50 patients, we'll have a large enough patient set that we can compare the combination of namafotinib with gemcitabine and Abraxane to gemcitabine and Abraxane data alone. At the moment, we've enrolled 26 patients, and what we're seeking to show is that out of those 26 patients, we'll have a response of at least 6 or more patients as measured by what's called RECIST criteria. These are standard criteria that are used throughout the world in oncology. And we're looking in solid tumors particularly, and we're looking to show that 6 or more patients have an objective response rate where we see a reduction in their tumor size of 30% or more. That's a very standard measure of activity. We expect, based on our earlier data from a phase 1b trial that we completed last year, that we will see more than 6 patients out of those 26 patients present with a partial or complete response from the trial. We saw 6 responders out of 14 patients in our trial last year. We've currently reported that we've seen 5 confirmed partial responses in this in the data set to date, and it's still quite a early data set. So to see 5 partial responses already, we think is very exciting, and we're waiting to see if we observe an additional partial response, in which case we can enroll the remaining 24 patients, so we'll have that 50-patient cohort.
Wow. Well, it's super important work, as you mentioned. It's a very aggressive and challenging disease for people, and having known many people who have passed from pancreatic cancer, that work, as I mentioned, is very key right now. So, Chris, thanks very much for updating us on what you're up to, and sincerely, good luck with everything. And we look forward to following the story. Okay.
No, thank you very much. Thanks for your interest.
Yeah, Chris Burns, CEO of Amplia Therapeutics.